joined by Senator-to-be John Kennedy is here. Hey, Mr. John, how are you this morning? Thank you for joining us.
Hey, guys. Happy New Year.
Thank you very much. So,
I'm not sworn in yet, and I resigned as state treasurer yesterday.
So jobless John Kennedy.
You can get benefits now.
I'm unemployed. But we're going to do the swearing in at noon. I'm really excited.
Where are you now exactly? In the office, the new office, at the hotel? Have you been house hunting? How all does that work?
Well, I'm in my temporary office. The new senators get temporary offices until the senators with more seniority finish picking their offices. So I won't get a permanent office for, I don't know, probably a couple months. But this one's just fine. We got a meeting at 11 o'clock of all the Republican senators. That's called a Republican conference. And then I'm sworn in at noon. And then I'm going to start the work.
John, what are you hoping for committee assignments? Can you tell us anything about that yet?
Well, I know my committee assignments, but I can't tell you because they haven't been announced, and we all promised not to talk. But I'm really, really, really happy with them.
Will it be good for Louisiana?
They will be great for Louisiana. That was my first interest, to get on committees where I could help my state. We've been up here a couple of days. I've got a little apartment about, I don't know, a block and a half from where I think my office is going to be. It's like a little hole in the wall, but it's perfect for me because my family's not moving up here. My home and my mortgage and my spouse are all going to be in Madisonville, Louisiana, and I'm going to be back home a lot. But in the meantime, we're going to hit the ground running. We're going to repeal Obamacare. We're going to start on tax reform, and by that I mean we're going to simplify the tax code and try to, at least I'm trying to lower taxes. We're going to start rolling back some of these regulations that are strangling business women and businessmen to death to keep them from creating jobs.
What about all the executive orders the president has signed?
That's going to be at the top of the list as well. We're going to be spending a lot of time confirming the president-elect's new appointees.
Let me interrupt for just a second. Pardon me, Mr. John.
No problem.
Let's talk Supreme Court for a second, because there's all these rumors going around that Obama's going to try some sort of recess appointment of Judge Garland. Is there anything to that? What do you know about the upcoming?
Nothing to that I know of, and I don't think the president will try that. And if he does, I have no doubt that the new Congress will block it without hesitation. I say that. I don't think that's even within the realm of possibility. But if he did it, I think that the new Congress would reject it emphatically and categorically.
I'm going to sort of change the topic here, kind of. We've had you with us, I would say, 15, 20, 25 times when you were state treasurer, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And to put it bluntly, you're always one of the best interviews. You're very frank, you're very forthright, and you are quite the articulate young man.
Well, thank you.
But this morning, Mr. John, honest to God, you sound almost giddy.
Oh, I'm happy. I'm just happy and humbled, if it's possible to be both at the same time. You know, when they showed me my temporary offices, they were kind of apologetic because they're not as nice as some of the other senators. I said, look, this is awesome. I'm just happy to be here, man. I'm happy to be here to represent my state. And, you know, I'm just as excited as I can be, but I'm very humbled. You know, when you walk around this place and you see one of the things where it really hits you, you look at the steps in the Capitol and they're worn down. And you think, gosh, think of all the men and women in the United States Senate and in the House who walked these steps before me. And it's a very humbling experience. And I'm just excited and thank the good Lord for giving me this chance. And I thank the people of Louisiana. I won't let them down.
Let me ask you a question about Louisiana, coming back home. Are you going to have a Shreveport office? How active will you be across the state? How much? You said you're going to be coming back and forth. What's your plan in terms of coming back, being before us?
Well, of course, I'm going to get my work done in the Senate, but every chance I get, and I suspect that'll be at least once every 2 weeks, if not sooner, I'm going to be back in Louisiana. As I say, I'm not moving up here. If you saw my apartment, Erin, you would not be impressed, I can tell you.
If you saw Erin's house, you would realize she would be impressed with your apartment.
But a Shreveport office, will you be opening one up here?
I'm going to have a North Louisiana office. I think it's going to be in Shreveport, but my folks back in Baton Rouge are handling all that. We've been kind of trying to drink out of a fire hose. I had less than 30 days to get everything set up, with Christmas in the middle of it. And so we're still kind of working out the kinks. I don't have a full staff hired yet, but we'll get it all done. My main interest is that we're going to get started in terms of doing substantive legislation.
Mr. John, as you get to work later today, just about a minute, maybe a little less, what is it that you are the most thrilled, excited, and challenged by?
Fulfilling the expectations of the people in Louisiana who will make it. I mean, I looked people in the eye and told them what I was going to do. I have plans to do every single thing, and I'm hoping that I can convince my colleagues to go along. But this is going to be a very divisive Congress, I can tell already. The country is split. The Congress is split. The Democrats, and I have many friends who are Democrats, but the Democrats up here have made it pretty clear that they're going to try to object every time the president-elect and the new Republican majority tries to do something. I'm hopeful we can work together, but if we can't, I'm prepared to do what we got to do. I mean, this is no fooling around here. I mean, this is real time.